first. Let me get YouTube up and running, and then we will get things rocking and rolling. All right, looks like YouTube is good to go. Let me just make sure. Let's change the title of that. All right, I finally got the multi-streaming working again, so I'm really excited about that. I hope y'all are having a good one, and are ready for season 2. Season 2 is going to be the big one. That's going to be the one where we're really going to see if we're able to make a difference. With the new prospects we got, with the potential transfers. We haven't done the transfer portal yet, so I'm really, really excited to do that. And I say let's just get into it. So let's go. Switch there. Bring myself down. I don't want to go into too much, but thanks for streaming tonight. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Aries. Hey, Aries, I'm here for you. If you need me just to be a little goober, you're always welcome to join VCs. Or if you just need someone to talk to, I'm always here for you. I appreciate you. And I'm very sorry that happened to you. Hopefully in better news, we are going to be looking at the transfer portal. A guy over. Little guy over. Okay. Good on that. Good on that. Okay. Sorry, I got a lot on my screen right now, so it's a little. I'm trying to figure it all out. Yeah, I don't have a multi-chat thing. Anyways, we looked at some of the prospects that we got already. There are some good ones. There are some kind of just normal ones. Obviously, I have the star Mike linebacker. Really, really, really good player. Maybe edit your kicker to have my name. Do you want to be that kicker? Really? You want me to be screaming about how much I hate you? Really? Isaiah Clare. That's actually one thing we're going to be looking for. In the transfer portal, is there a kicker? I don't care where he's from. I need a kicker. 3-star kicker. Sophomore. Yeah. We got lots of kickers in here. They don't want any NIL. Perfect. Get in here. We need you, and we need you now. In terms of what we do need, oh my God, Colin Simmons is transferring. If Colin Simmons transfers from Texas, I would be heartbroken. I mean, honestly, I'm more expecting him to go to the draft rather than transfer. I would be absolutely heartbroken. Drew Mestamaker going to be transferring yet again. Some of these players I'm not as familiar with. Bryce Underwood, called it. Bryce Underwood transferring. Khalil Lockett, he always transfers. Some of these names not as familiar with, but we're not going to get 5 stars anyways. We're looking at the 3 stars. Actually, let's kind of look at 4 stars. We have 1,800 NIL to spend, so we do have some money to spend. We need outside linebacker, corner. Looks like offensive line. Could always use edge rushers and defensive tackles. So I'm not going to shy away from it. I don't really feel like we need a transfer quarterback. We can look at it, see maybe what's out there, maybe a junior or sophomore. See, like Brad Jackson, I don't want Brad Jackson. DJ Lagway's transferring. That's crazy. My savior forgot to show, but no words on lie. Arch Manning transferred to Oklahoma. That's sacrilegious. I actually have to fight you now. I'm sorry. That's the rules. AJ Hill from Arkansas. He's a freshman. Like, is he good? Yeah. But I have a guy coming in. I have two guys coming in I like, Tat Reynolds, Carl Lacey Jr. He's pretty good in real life. And I think he's going to be overshadowed by Dia Bell coming in. Notre Dame also losing. Let's look at halfbacks. Halfbacks are going to be the big one, I think, for us. We had such a good running game last year, and no 4 stars are interested in us. Cool. That's cool. Dylan Edwards from Kansas. He's always available. He's really good. Don't get me wrong. He's really fast. I mean, we'll target Dylan Edwards. I can't say no to a fast running back. And then we don't really need fullback. Tight end. I doubt there's gonna be any 4-star tight ends that we can get. There are 4-star tight ends, probably even 5-star, but I doubt we could get any of them. Jordan Washington, former Texas player, I believe. There's no phantom in your chat. I made up by your mind. You're losing it, Tex. What? Huh? I'm losing it. I'm going crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. Outside linebacker is going to be a big one. If we can get a couple big 3-star, maybe even a 4-star. Nope, no 4-star. 5-star? Maybe? No. There's not a single 5-star outside linebacker. All right. Cool. Miles Graham, get in here. Caden Carter, 0 NIL. Yeah, you can join. I don't care at this point. Get a couple guys in here, and then definitely cornerbacks we're going to be looking at. We need some guys that have some speed that can keep up with these guys. Double Florida corners would be interesting. 6'1", kind of light over here at 182. Are there any 4-stars that we could potentially get? Doesn't look like it. Looks like we're kind of just stuck at 3 stars as our maximum, which is fine. Some of these guys, maybe we don't go for the number 1 because we're probably not going to have what's needed for the number 1. I do like Kobe Black. In IRL, he is such a good corner and he has such raw potential. I really hope he takes a big step up this year. 35 NIL points, I can't argue with. Like, he's going to be a good player. He's a 3-star, so, he's not going to be bad. He's going to be better than what we have, is the big thing. And then guard, let's look at what we got here. Only 2 options, unfortunately. So we'll have to kind of... My recruiting board's full. Ooh. Okay, awkward. Who are we taking off? We don't really need 2 tight ends. We definitely don't need 2 kickers. So we don't need 3 kickers. I put 3 kickers on here? That's crazy. We'll give him some points. Make sure these guys have some points because they're going to need it. Dylan Edwards, I already know he's really, really fast. We'll offer him 220. We'll see if maybe he bites on that. Jordan Washington, I'll wait on those ones. A freshman transfer is really big, and he's really cheap too. So we're going to invest heavily into that. A lot of these guys, they're really cheap, so it's really easy to bring them on our budget. Because as well, this budget that we're showing is also for next year's recruits. So we have to be kind of careful with, how much we spend. Kobe Black, I'm gonna offer him a good chunk, and I'm gonna fully send the house on this one. He's a good player. Oh, you haven't seen my blue field, the South Arkansas Bobcats? I have not. You should send that one in the Discord. Also, whoever made TikTok's chat like that light gray, how am I supposed to read that with your light gray background? That's crazy. All right. We got 50 points. We got to offer on one of these guys. I don't really need to put 25 on a kicker, in my opinion. I might come to regret that. I like vertical threats more. And he's cheaper. Just barely, but... Ooh, that's a lot. I'm not going to put points on him. All right. Anyone I kind of skimped out on? I'll put for these corners, I'll put a little bit more. So we're kind of focusing on our defense. A lot of outside linebacker, a lot of secondary. That was kind of where we got burned a lot. Our defensive line wasn't bad. And then down in the trenches, we'll have to figure something out. We have 5 more spots. Let me go see these. Because it says I need 3 tackles, which is a lot. I don't think I actually do. This is the prospect list. Whoops. Let me go to the right place, maybe. mean, there's not a whole lot available in here. Some cheap guys that we can kind of hopefully try and steal. These guards, these are the only options for guards. So I'm gonna have to try and lock them in. We didn't get Jonas Osai. That's a bummer. I'm worried about some of these guys with the high pipelines. Okay, so instead of putting the 10 here, and this is a little risky, I'm gonna offer scholarships to some of these players. The guards, there was less of, so I'm gonna offer kind of a bigger scholarship to them. Just to maybe see if that's enough to keep them interested for next week, because we'll get some points back. And then let's hope we're in the race for them. So the right tackle and the left guard have reached or have locked us out. I still don't understand position change. It's for like if you need more balance. Say you have too many left guards and you have like one right guard, you can move them over because left guard and right guard are pretty similar. Did I bother scouting or just assume? I don't really have the luxury of scouting. The points I have available are really sparse, and I kind of need to make the most with all of them. So a lot of these players we are in contention with, which I'm liking. I'm liking the look of. We got 65 points to play with. Let's make sure we get these guys offered a scholarship so that they feel, you know, they feel like they're wanted. And then we'll offer 25. And then I got 5 left. I'm kind of locked out of here. I'm going to have to, I'm not going to get a guard, essentially. But I got 5 more points. We'll put it on the kicker just to ensure that we get in the top 5 so we can maybe schedule a visit. Maybe we start selling on some guys. No one's locked us out. That's good. And this is really where we kind of, you know, make or break our big class for the signing year. Because if we're able to get a bunch of 3 stars, that really boosts our chances. Don't think I'm going to get that left tackle. I'm going to need a really, really good visit, and I can't schedule him a visit right now. We're not going to get Sayer Torrance, so that's another 25 points back. We're good on Alexander. We're not going to get Kola Bogey. Kobe Black, we're looking pretty good on. The biggest problem is like a lot of these guys just don't have the like we have playing time and we have brand exposure, but our pro potential is just so bad. We are not going to get J-Man. Looking good on some of these guys. Arizona State trying to poach. Do I want Gage Van Duzer? I mean, he's pretty good. I can offer a scholarship and give him a visit, see if maybe we can convince him otherwise. I like how most people try and come up with realistic names for their custom teams, and yours is Team Brotherhood of Ambers. It's Brotherhood of Embers. And that's because that's what the community is called. That's what I have dubbed y'all. So yeah, we'll schedule a visit with him. Yeah, we don't want him visiting that day. Although I think if we were to schedule a visit with Edwards on week 3, that would boost our visit with the left tackle. Oh, I refuse to get any FIFA game in the future. They just haven't been worth it, in my opinion. All right. Yeah, we'll schedule him. I still don't know if like some people say, oh, you want to always have them visit for what their deal breaker is, but like A+ is kind of hard to turn down, you know? Kobe Black, we should be good on. I need 25 points. Where can I get 5 points? Did that kicker have 15? He did. I'm taking these 5 points back. Sorry, bud. All right. Hopefully we can stay in the race for a couple of these, maybe lock down a few. The big thing is if we're ahead on them, it looks like we're not getting the Sam linebacker as he locked us out. If you're ahead on them and you offered them a contract, or not contract, a scholarship, then they sign with you. Kobe Black has a deal breaker against us for playing time. Well, we're not. Why? I'm confused as to why he would. Or why he would have low playing time. He's going to be the starter. He's going to be CB1. We had a visit and 50 points, and we still are going to lose to Georgia Tech. That's crazy. Although, this is actually a player we can do a hard sell on. We have good enough stats with him. See if we can maybe sneak that one in. We're good on everything else. Try for him. We steal my logo off the internet from Montana State. Bobcats, yes, but at least I don't use AI. True. I kind of hate that. What is it? The team builder has like AI integrated with it. It kind of puts a sour taste in my mouth, you know? Let's see. Apparently I need a lot more than I thought. There's a free safety who's available. Apparently I need, why do I need 3 tight ends? I'm sorry, what? Did I have people decommit? And I never got notified of that? This says he signed. I don't know what the game's doing. Let's offer him a scholarship again. Cheap guy is going to be our big target. The guys that are wanting 0 NIL, because we don't have much NIL to just throw around. We're not Ohio State. Some of these guys, ooh, a 3-star. We do have a 2-star pipeline on him. We'll see if we can maybe sneak that one. We're 4th on this defensive tackle, so we should be able to get some interest in there. Okay, he's going to need a little bit more points, so we'll definitely stack some more in there. All right, spend all our points. Have a couple visits this week. We move to week 4. Dylan Edwards signed, so we have our running back, which is awesome. Austin Alexander, CB1 so far. And we got a kicker. I know who we're naming him. Kobe Black signed, so actually we have our CB1 and CB2. Matthew Ogwini signs. A lot of guys commit somewhere else. That's bad. I thought we were in a position to get a lot more of these guys. Apparently not. That's really unfortunate. So we got a kicker, a running back, a tight end, and 2 corners. We didn't get a single middle linebacker, defensive tackle, or free safety. So we're kind of rocking. We didn't even get the wide receiver we wanted either. Well, let's take a look at some of these guys, see what their talent levels are. Gage had normal development, didn't matter. Scott Starkins, normal. Dylan Edwards, a star. Matthew has impact. Any of these guys, anything crazy? Kobe Black, star. Austin Alexander, impact. All these guys are normal or impact. So we didn't actually lose out on much. Let's take a look at where we are ranked in the Sun Belt. We are outside the top 50, but we're number 1 in the conference. 22 total signees, 17 3-stars, 5 2-stars. And we were ranked 68th in the nation. Top 100's pretty big. We overspent like crazy. If you look at App State spent the most, 640. We spent over double that. So we definitely are the richest program in our conference. I guess we just got some good donors and such, you know? Position change, we'll take a look at that real quick. I see if we have anyone at too many positions. We got 2. Okay. I was like, we recruited more quarterbacks. Hold on. Nico Steins actually could be a good tight end. Hold on. Only normal dev. 6'4", 237. He's got decent stats. Let's actually take a look at his stats real quick. Can we? So he's as fast as he's gonna get. He's got 89 throw power. I mean, he's all right, but he could be a pretty good tight end. I think I'm gonna move him to tight end. Maximiliano Hubbard. He also say that he's a tight end. 6'3", 234. So we just drafted some beefy quarterbacks. He's also as fast as he's going to get, but he can get a lot more accurate, a little bit more powerful, and more elusive. I think he's going to be a really good prospect for us. So we got a quarterback room of 3. We got Wagoneer, who ended the season for us last year, Jared Tyson, and Maximilian Hubbard, who's probably going to redshirt this year. Our running back room is led by Dylan Edwards and Dan Griggs, our 2 probably best players on this team. We also have Isaiah Clare coming in. He's going to probably be a redshirt freshman. We'll see. Only 86 speed, but he can get quicker. Yeah, we got a good running back room. Don't have any fullbacks, so we might probably going to move Lord over to fullback. Just so we have that position filled. Because he kind of played that role for us last year. At wide receiver, Adrian Franklin has 95 speed. I'm sorry, what? Did I know this? Dude is going to be our starting wide receiver 1. Oh my. Alex Ludenberg has max potential quickness. What? Crazy. Tight end, we've got our transfer, Matthew, our freshman, Nico. Still got Skaggs and Zedman and Henry. Wow, he's got really low stats. Hector Henry is definitely a bust. 2 people at left tackle. Left guard, we got 3. I like having 3 people at each position. So we're a little short at left tackle, so we're going to have to recruit kind of heavy in the offensive line department. Looking good. Over here, right in, we're going to be starting with a freshman. True freshman, Matthew Coit. Normal dev, but seems really good. Same with a lot of the time we're going to see true freshmen starting. That's just, they're better. Timmy Landry over at the Sam linebacker. Mike linebacker is going to be Marcus William. I'm excited to play as him. Will linebacker going to be Kane Lovett. And then our receiver or cornerback room is pretty good, led by Kobe Black and Alex Alexander. They are, juniors and seniors, so they're not going to be here for too long, but maybe they can help us kind of develop a little bit. Let Jacob Du Bois be a good slot corner and, really develop in his traits. He's got almost max abilities potential. So he could be he's got star potential as well. He could be a really, really good player. Decent secondary there. And then we got 2 kickers, a 77 and a 63. We're going with the 77, who's got gold deep range and corner coffin. So yeah, we'll take that. I believe we're all good position-wise. Let's take a look at our blueprint. Yeah, we have about 1,400 to spend on any upgrades or anything like that. Is this when we're able to? No, okay. We're still technically in the off season. Apparently we unlocked new coach stuff. What I'm working towards is archetype, because archetype is the one that allows you to increase their potential caps. So once I get all the motivator ones max that I need, I'll go to tactician, and then we need to win 4 rivalry games, and then we can unlock architect and start leveling to that and really get some good players. So I believe we are good. One thing I do want to do, we'll go ahead, as we have a headless quarterback. Oh, the lineups haven't changed yet. Sorry, I gotta simulate next week. We will name our kicker after you, Aries, since you asked so kindly. Hi, Con, welcome in. I didn't see what he got. Oh, so close. You got the rare card at least. We also have our training results. So this will take a little bit. We'll go through. I have it set to manual progression because I feel like the game does a really bad job of assigning the stats in a way that matters. Like, I don't need the IQ maxed out. Is it good? Yeah, but I'd rather have things like throw power increased or accuracy increased or even speed and elusiveness. Health, not as much. It's important, but not that important. For this play, for Wagoneer, accuracy is really going to be the one that we're going to focus on. Quickness would be nice, but he was quick enough in our division. We'll get him a little bit more agile, more elusive. And then maybe get him to be able to sell the play action a little bit. I want to just upgrade the final one on that. So goes up to a 73 overall. Pretty good, pretty good. Is it really rare? I've already gotten it like 3 times. I mean, it's like a 5% chance. So Jordan Tyson is a 1-star. Wow, that's surprising because he's not that bad. He's a pocket passer. Okay. Well, let's increase his accuracy because for a pocket passer, he's pretty ass. Although he's got like no throw power. We need to increase that as well. All right, he goes up to a 72 overall. Again, he's a sophomore. You know, maybe he develops into something, or maybe he comes out in certain packages. Dylan Edwards, 87 overall, already an incredible player. What do we really want to increase here? I mean, he's not 74 short running is pretty good. Wouldn't hate making him super fast. Let's max out his speed. And then he's already got platinum human joystick. Yeah, this player is going to be nasty for us. And let's make his hands a little bit better. He's a 90 overall. He's our best player ever. But hold on. Griggs might be coming up right behind him. I don't know how Griggs isn't a 90 overall. Just looking at his stats, these are incredible. Yeah, his route running's not as good. Who cares about that? What archetype is he? He is an east-west. Okay, so let's get him a little bit more elusive. He was fast enough, in my opinion. We'll upgrade Jukebox to silver. And we got him at 99 agility. I mean, I'll take that. Get his awareness up. He's up to an 88 overall. I think we jumped like 10 overall points for him. Maybe he was at an 81. No, I think he was at an 81. So we jumped 7 overall points with him. It's pretty good. Pretty good, if I do say so myself. Now, I won't show all these guys in the video and everything like that. Again, I am posting these on YouTube, so if you ever miss a stream or if you want to go back and see what happened, you can go back and watch those videos. Make sure you hit the subscribe button while you're at it. But we'll kind of highlight some of the big ones, like Griggs. Obviously, Griggs is a big one that we're going to highlight. And then some players like I'm not like Charles McNulty. I'm not really that excited about him. Actually, hold on. Looking at these guys' caps and where they're at right now is kind of crazy. Because they're not bad. They're just underdeveloped, you know? They just need some training. I don't really care about Lord. Wilcox. He was one of our go-to receivers. We get him up to a 90 speed. That would be... not going to be able to. Let's get him really good at route running. His release really good. 91. Perfect. He was a little bit droppy. I'm not going to lie. He made a lot of drops. We got him to an 80 overall. I'll take it. Ludenberg. This dude has unlimited potential, it seems like. But he is going to take some work. Sophomore. Got 29 points. We'll do 1 to speed. Get him up to 86. And then elusiveness, I guess. Oh, I guess technically we had 3 more points we could have spent. We'll put it into catching because he's a receiver. He's going to need to be able to catch. Some of these other guys, I mean, they're you know, I'm not really that concerned with these guys. They're juniors. They don't really have that good of potential. I'm not seeing a whole lot for them. Our transfer, he's already got 82 speed. Nice. Get his route running good up. Make him a really good route runner. Actually, if we can get 50-50 badge and make him kind of a, you know, a really dependable target. Jump ball target. That's not what I thought it was. I've read that wrong, I guess. So yeah, we'll just make sure that he's really good off the line. Their lead block and their strength. Yeah, agility and stamina are important, and acceleration and all that are important. But like, am I going to spend 15 points to increase their speed to 65? Or 2 points to get, you know, 8 points, whatever, to get him max run block? I feel like the run block is more worth it, in my opinion. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe someone down in the comments can let me know, like, hey, actually the speed stat matters because it you know, it does X, Y, Z. And I'd love to know that, because then I would, you know, not make the mistake. Like, I know they're important. Don't get me wrong. But, like, you kind of have to balance what am I trying to get out of these players? Am I trying to get, you know, the best out of them? Or am I trying to get the most overall rounded player? And for these guys, I'm trying to just get, you know, get what I can out of them. And have them perform at their peak. And not kind of focus on all-aroundness. See, a lot of these guys, I'm just going to upgrade fully on their blocking. Because heaven knows we need blocking. Because our blocking was terrible last year. And I'm not too sure on the physicals for the players either. They seem pretty good, but I don't know how much of an impact they actually have. But we are maxed out there. We can't do anything there, so yeah, we're good on him. Just look at these guys, yeah. Nothing we'll worry about there. Center could be pretty good. I mean, he's a big boy, don't get me wrong. He's a big boy. Got actually pretty good blocking caps. He's already a 71. He might be a starter for us. If not at center, somewhere on the line. He's a 71. That's pretty good. Pretty good. That's the guy we just trained. Maybe we go, so this center is good at run blocking, so maybe when we're doing a running play, we bring in this center, and we were good to do a passing play, we bring in the other center. They'll totally never catch on to that. We'll do that one. So yeah, 70 overall. Again, not bad. I think both of them are going to be utilized. Jason Pitts, meh. Again, he's a normal 2-star prospect. Is he really going to turn into anything that's worth, you know, worrying about right now? Henry Jurgensen actually looks really good. He could be our first drafted player if we play our cards right. So for him, I'm really going to focus on the attributes and less on the physicals. Because, oh, his footwork needs to be a lot better. Because, yeah, the physicals might be good, you know, in the game, but we need that legacy of, like, having a drafted player. He's a junior. Yeah, we don't really worry about him. Dakota Keel. Looks more like a tight end than a lineman. Also has bad footwork. All right, we're maxed out on him. 78. Not bad, honestly. Our edge rushers, I mean, they're fine. I like upgrading run stop the most because block shedding is going to be the big thing for them, and tackling. We had a lot of open field tackles got missed, and it was really embarrassing. Really, really embarrassing. So we'll focus on run stopping, finesse moves, and power moves for these guys. I knew Shedeur Sanders' father was a football player, but I didn't know that Deion Sanders was that good of a player. I mean, Deion is considered one of the best, if not the greatest corner of all time. He is Mr. Lockdown. Like, he is really, really good. As a coach, he's terrible. Well, I shouldn't say terrible. I don't know his coaching personally. I would say the team... at Colorado, he's been terrible. And I'll die on that hill. Anyone who tries and tells me he's been successful at Colorado is sipping the Kool-Aid. That man has done nothing at Colorado. Except lose players, unironically. See, these guys, like, not really gonna worry too much. Clyde Hill, I actually do want to. I don't know much about what corner does, but 60 touchdown as a defensive player is insane. He also played wide receiver. He wasn't just a defensive player. So that's why he has so many touchdowns. Oh, wow. Clyde Hill's pass coverage was terrible. That's crazy that he did as well as he did. He played both sides of the ball, and he played baseball. Professional MLB baseball. He's one of the few players to be successful in both sports. Was he as good in baseball as football? No, but he was fine. He was a fine player. Not a Hall of Famer like he is in football. But again, nothing to scoff at. Well, better than me, that's for sure. And Shedeur as well, Shedeur. Yeah, Shedeur is should have stayed home. Am I right? God. I mean, listen, I don't like Shedeur as much as the next guy. I think he's the most overrated prospect coming out of college ever. He should 100% be starting over Mr. Touchy-Feely. Why is Deshaun Watson allowed to start? What are the Browns doing? What is wrong with the Browns? Like, it's criminal. Also, Kobe Black up to a 91 overall. We're finally going to have a lockdown corner. Austin Alexander kind of maxed out on everything, low-key. Get him a little bit better. He might be a good slot corner. A lot of these guys, I mean... Yeah, I guess I should go. The corner, I really, like, I'm... Oh, that guy's invisible. We'll have to fix that. Yeah, sometimes the mods can break a little bit. This, I believe. Yeah. Apparently there's a bug, like, with one of the pants. It causes them to be invisible. Sometimes, like, arms will be invisible and whatnot. We got a ghost out there, you know? These guys, I mean, I'll let the computer kind of upgrade these guys. David Skaggs, hello. Who are you? You think the Browns GM just went to the NFL and said, we choose to go 0-17. There'll be 31 teams this year. The Browns will not play. What do you mean 31 teams? Like, they're just not going to play anyone? I doubt that. Let's get our kicker aptly named. First on, get their kick power maxed out. Kick accuracy can go up a little bit more. We can't add them yet. They're so bad they'd rather forfeit. Not wrong. You're not wrong. All right. Also, I can upgrade some more coaching points. Okay. Simulate to next year. Hopefully we have a better team than a 3-9 record next year. We should. We have a lot of really, really nice players. We don't need to transfer anyone. Update team builder teams. Oh, I thought that was letting me add new ones. Okay. No. It looks like that's just to update my current one. Which I don't need to do because it's already updated. All right. So first things first, let's view our 80s expectations for us this year. Ignore the records before. It looks really, really bad that they were, you know, going 10-4, 10, and then we come on and I'm 3-9. We took over for Ohio. I don't know how Ohio was ranked did that well. That's crazy. Our coaching goals are brutal. Have a turnover margin better than -10 this season. Okay. Beat Texas Tech. And then have fewer than 20 turnovers on offense this season. What? So, we got to schedule Texas Tech. The question is where? Are they even available? They are, and they're the 10th ranked. Well, we're going to start the season. Does it not let you do that? Oh, you can only have one FCS, that's why. I'll put someone else for now. We're going to start the season out with an FCS school. We'll go with the Southeast. What was Kent State's record last year? 7-6, 6 or 7. I mean, I want a challenge, but I also don't want like to get creamed again, you know? You know? Screw it. We'll go to UConn. UConn's a fun one. Bama? Yeah, we want Bama. Bring it on, Bama. What you gonna do? Have North Dakota State University. They want us to play West Virginia. I mean, yeah, let's just play the #1 overall team, Oregon. Why not? Why not? We'll totally have a chance in that game. I mean, sure. We'll go to West Virginia. Okay, so our year this year is going to be starting the year out with a cupcake. FCS Southwestern, or Southeast, excuse me. Then we're going to go to Lubbock to face Texas Tech. It's a rivalry. You can kind of see on the screen there is a trophy for the game. Then we're going to be facing at UConn up in the Northeast. Then we got Texas State for the Cannon Trophy at Texas State. Then we're going back home to the Furnace to face North Dakota State University. Going to go out to West Virginia to face West Virginia. Then we start our spree of Sun Belt Conference games. Georgia State at home, at Georgia Southern, back home versus Coastal Carolina, at App State, a bye week, at home versus Old Dominion, and then the Rifle Trophy for UTSA at UTSA. Pretty exciting schedule. We're already up to a 69 overall. Nice. 69 offense, 69 defense, 69 overall. That's pretty nice if I do say so myself. So I'm really excited for this year. I think we have a lot better shot. Yeah, we got some tough matchups. The Texas Tech one's going to be tough. I think UConn might be tough. They went 11-2 last year. Even West Virginia. But I think we have a good shot of at least winning 5 games. Is the trophy a certain golden turtle? No, I didn't apply that one this year. That's for a future potential rival. Potential. In terms of my staffing, is there anything I really want? I don't remember. Do I want to upgrade to the Platinum fundraising team? It would be good in the long run. How much is it? Oh, okay, it's not that much. Yeah, it's going to hurt us now, but we're going to gain 1,700 extra dynasty points. We need that. That's what separates us from everyone else, is our money. All right, let's go change that kicker real quick. And also, we'll gear out some of the players. We'll get them some fresh tats. You know, they're going to spend their NIL money. Got that Twitch money. All right. Can I change the name? I can't. Sorry. Can't change the name. Let's see. First things first, I'm gonna go through and redshirt some people. It's probably because he's a real player, so that's why you can't change his name. Once we get to the non-real players, I think we should be good. Isaiah Clare already doesn't want to be here. That's not a good sign. But we're going to redshirt him anyways, just because no point in losing a year of eligibility potentially on him. Wide receiver room. I mean, all of these guys are going to be starting. All these guys will be starting. They're much better than what we have currently. Tight end wise. Henry, you are not good. I think I'll leave it there. Nothing for the offensive line except for one center. We'll keep the right guard. The only reason I'm doing this is you can redshirt them and still play them. You can play them in 4 games. Now, in real life, the rules have changed. You now have 5 years of eligibility. And, you know, whether you redshirt or not, every player has 5 years of eligibility. So, technically, no, we could... There is a mod that allows it to, you know, you can keep them for 5 years without redshirting. But I don't have that mod. I kind of still like the redshirting system. And, you know, I want to keep it true to how the game came out. Which is ironic saying that when there are literal mods on this game. Yeah, these 2 safeties we will redshirt. I don't really need 2 kickers, but on the off chance one of them gets injured. On the off chance, knock on wood. In terms of Scott Starzin. Isn't that our kicker's name? That is our kicker's name. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. Maximilio Hubbard. Let's get this guy let's get him decked out with some gear. He's our quarterback. He's got to look fresh, you know? What are these shoes? Hold on. What in the clown shoes? Ooh, I like those. I like the Vapors. Could get him some Air Jordans. Wouldn't be bad. And we can change the colors of them too. I think. Maybe this shoe doesn't let us. Kind of. Kind of. The Kobe 6s. Ooh, those are tough. There's so many good shoes in here that have been added. Like, I'm sorry to Aries and to all the people that got this game on console. Playing this on controller or on the PC is the way to go. This game is literally perfect. Retro Air Jordans. We want to go with the Air Jordans. The Retro Air Jordan 1s. Are there... Oh, here's the Air Retro Jordans. You can change the colorways of them up as well. Go all white. I believe the colors just aren't showing, but I think it would be orange, if my understanding's correct. And then let's get him tatted up, you know? Quarterback's gotta look cool, feel cool. What would this quarterback have? Oh, Chosen One? Yeah, he's rocking the Chosen One tattoo. Because he's chosen for greatness. Let's say. Something evil. Okay. I kind of like that pattern. I don't know if it works really well with his other tattoo. Genuinely, mods make sports games so much fun. So true. This game is so much fun just because of the mods. One player who I am gonna mod. I don't really. The thing is, I want a person. I'm only gonna modify them with tattoos and such if I know they're gonna be around for a bit. So Claire, I'm gonna see if he's gonna leave before I mod him. But like Adrian Franklin, we're decking this dude out. This dude's getting all the drip. So let's look torso wise. First off, get the hand warmer off of him. Why do wide receivers have a hand warmer? What? They added a hand warmer with logos. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. What? I took that off. All right. I also feel like the game kind of just puts default shoes on all the players, so I like kind of mixing it up a little bit, just so they're not all using the same. Oh, did my game just crash? Yep, my game just crashed. Give me a second. Give me a second. Oh, I really hope it didn't. I really hope it didn't. I really hope it saved. Is what I'm trying to say. I think there's an autosave. We will see. Otherwise, that the entire hour that we've been live, ignore all that. Please have autosaved. I beg of you, please have autosaved. Oh, thank goodness it autosaved. Thank goodness. All right, so don't mess with the shoes. We learned that there. Don't mess with the shoes on him. It saved our red shirts as well, so I wonder where it... Let's see, the tattoo effects. Tattoos are there, so it actually did a pretty good autosave. Adrian Franklin, we will change up a bit. One of the things I want to give him, like I said, first thing, get this hand warmer off. We don't play in an area that you need a hand warmer. All right, jersey style. That's not what I want. It's undershirt. That's what I want. Do I want to put him? He wouldn't really wear a jacket. That'd be kind of weird. But what we can have him with is a shiesty. Or a balaclava. We can get with a balaclava. His head's kind of too big for it. And we're going to ignore that his hair comes through it. Actually, no, we'll go with the turtleneck. I think that looks clean. I think the turtleneck looks pretty clean. And then arms. Get him tatted up. Thank you for letting me know you're watching an ad, Aries. It's going to be on his right arm. He doesn't really have any room on his left. Ooh, I like the red. I like that red accent. Ooh, I like that. That feels clean. I got someone I don't want to mess with, kind of thing. And lower in actually it's in under his feet. It's gonna be socks. Let's see. That's kind of cool. I don't really like the balance of the left and like only the left and only the right. You know, mixing the left and right. That one I'm fine with. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. And I think that was our Mike linebacker. Give me another one. Marcus Williams. We'll get him dripped out. These big prospects that we get that we paid a lot of NIL money. I do like the idea of them being, you know, spending that money. And what do players typically spend on? They spend on tattoos and gear and making themselves look cool. And hey, I can't blame them. I literally just got a forearm tattoo. Full forearm piece. So if you want to see that forearm piece, you can join in the Discord. If you're on stream, you can do ! Discord. Or if you are watching the video, you can go into the description below and it'll be available. But that's pretty cool. Get him some, See, I feel like everyone has these Nike Vapor Pro ones. Yeah, if you want to join us, the app about sports, join the Discord. You're missing out. I don't like that he has a single bar helmet. That's a little weird. Get him a little kitted out. Ooh, visor wise, we could make this really clean. Ooh, I like that. Kind of has that flare color that goes well with our defense. He's gonna be our star defensive player, in my opinion. In fact, I think he's gonna be such a good player. We're making him a captain day one. What does that really do? Nothing. But it's a cool sign of respect for him, you know? In terms of our depth charts, some things that do need to change. Saur, yeah, no. Saur, you're gone. Charles Wild. I mean, you got some pretty good acceleration. Just because he's so young, I think I'm going to keep Alex Lundberg still out there. Charles Wild does look really good, to be fair. In terms of our cornerback room, I like Skaggs more than Benavala, so we'll put him at our 4 slot. Third down running back's actually going to be Griggs. He's been our best running back, and he's been, you know, carrying the team. So we're going to keep him there. Wilcox going to go in the slot. He's been electric there. Landry going to rush off the left side, and then Kaufman off the right side. Our sub linebackers are going to be Clyde Hill and Marcus Williams. Cornerbacks or sub cornerbacks going to be going to be Jacob Du Bois. I think he can develop really nicely here. I mean, oh my gosh, look at his zone coverage potential. And then kickoff start. They really have our punter kicking, I guess. All right. Kick return wise, I do not want Griggs returning kicks. I do not need my running back 2 getting unnecessarily hit. I'd rather Stevens get in there. Wilds can even get in there. I'm fine with those guys. You know, taking a little bit. They need some playing time. They're not going to get much. And then punt returns. I do not want Edwards returning punts. That's, again, just unnecessary hit he's going to take. Anything to avoid that, you know? That's not what I meant. Went too fast. All right. I believe we should be good. Actually, let me just make sure that Griggs is set as our power back, because I believe he would be. Donovan Edwards is set as our power back. I'm going to put Griggs as our power back. I think that's more of his game. Although technically they are the same. Well, we got a really good running back room. We are going to be changing our playbook. We were using the generic spread option before. Wasn't really working well for us. We didn't have too great of offense. Maybe some of that was the what do you call it? The personnel we had. Maybe some of it was the play calling we made, the play decisions we made. Instead, do I want to go with a real life teams? I like the idea of using the general ones, but they don't feel that good, you know? Like, they're all right. One I really like is Baylor. I really loved running Baylor's offense. So we'll go with Baylor's offense. Still 3-3-5 title. That seemed to be working a little bit better for us at the end of the year last year. And then as well, we need to get prospects for the future. Again, only 400 points. What we really need, we're going to be losing out on, should be good on quarterbacks. Running backs, we have 2 senior quarterbacks. So we probably want to get 1 running back there. Wide receivers, we've got 1, it looks like. I don't know why it says we need 4. Definitely need offensive line. That's going to be the big thing. Defensive wise, let's see. We're going to need a Sam linebacker. Always, can use more corners. And then a left edge rusher. So it is recommending us those. I want to look at some 3-stars. I kind of like focusing mainly on the 3-stars. I feel like that's our best bet. And then we will also sort by pipeline. So we need a free safety. Actually, are there any already interested in us? Perfect. Look at that. Free safety is interested in us. Running back. North-south blocker. Don't really like that in terms of, build. Corners. Again, these guys, they have good pipelines with us, so they should be pretty good. Backfield threat like that for a running back. Will linebacker needs some outside linebackers. 6'4", 204 for a wide receiver is really good. Already got a great build. We'll definitely take a look at him. We are gonna do a little bit more scouting when it comes to our quarterback room. I think Carlos Luck. Oh, I am actually messing something up. Ignore this. I forgot one key important thing. So we are not using the standard recruiting classes. I am using a mod that makes the recruiting classes more realistic. Make sure that there's not, players that are just being left on the board that are good. Make sure that they're actually like kind of focused on going where they're really supposed to be going. And it is the RO27 mod. So I'm going to go ahead and get that generated. It takes no time at all. So that one. And I'm not going to look at the recruiting class early or anything like that. You technically can. You can see what players' ratings are, see how good they're going to be or how bad they're going to be, see who's going to be a gym, who's going to be a generational player. It even generates some two-way players, which I don't know how you're supposed to really tell without just going deep diving into the stats. But I think it's done a really good job. It makes offensive line recruiting actually impactful. Typically with the vanilla game, offensive linemen are not usable until the senior year, in my opinion. This makes them coming out of the gate. The 4 stars and 5 stars are coming out as 80 overalls, 85 overalls. And in my opinion, that's really realistic. They're coming out, good for them. I know, right? In 2026. Quarterbacks that are the number 1 overall prospect, they come out as a 67 overall. Well, with this, they come out as a 82 overall. And yeah, they're not, incredible in terms of the grand scheme of things, but you can see where the potential is going to be. Whereas like a quarterback who's really young might have really low stats and just high caps available. So what this kind of does is balance it a little bit more, gives some people a little bit of a boost if they're rated higher. And it also makes things a little more interesting. A lot more players are busts or very injury prone, that kind of thing. So we could get a guy who he might be great. He might be honestly the best player we've ever had in our program history, but he can't stay on the field. And the number one valuable tool for someone is availability. All right, so I went ahead. We have got it. We've got it now. And let's take a look at the recruiting board. It also shuffles the interest a little bit more to just be a little more accurate. All right. Some 3 stars that are already interested in us. Backfield threat. And Jesse Mills, a signal caller. He is a JUCO player, unfortunately. Don't love that. Really not loving what it's given us. 6'2", 198. It's okay. Let's go route runner. Bump and run. Tyler Adams could be interesting. Don't really need tight end, I feel like. we're pretty good on that end. I thought that said something else. I thought his name was a lot different. I saw the last name and was like, no way. Right? 6'7". Holy. Talk about the numbers, but like 6'7" offensive lineman is crazy. How tall is he about? I feel like I need to recruit him just for the height alone. Like, why are you playing football? Go play basketball. 322 pounds, by the way, coming out of high school. That's crazy. I think I knew one dude in high school who was over 250. Need a couple outside linebackers here. Haven't really seen any dual threat quarterback. Man's been lifting. Man's been eating the burgers. All right, speed rusher. Ooh, I like my speed rushers. I still don't know for this game what's a good archetype for the edges. Unfortunately. Do you think we'll ever see an openly gay NFL or college player? There have been a couple. There already have been a couple. Do you mean while they're playing? Because while they're playing, there's been a couple in college. In the NFL, there has been one, and there's a very famous one that wasn't a good dude. So, those stats are not that great. Oh, that's bad. 81 speed. I mean, he looks incredible. Man, that speed, it's so expensive to upgrade speed. Mike Vick? No, Aaron Hernandez is who I'm referring to. If you know, you know. .88 speed, not bad for the corner. I'm really looking for upper 80s. Ooh, this guy's a bust. Fred Hall, get out of here. Really looking for upper 80s when it comes to speed for a corner. Again, because it's just so expensive to upgrade the speed on these guys. Now, I'm sure I'm going to like double back on some of these players I've already scouted. Quarterback. I think Robert was the one I looked at for. Look at Ray Young. Why not? Jackson West. Get us a Christian McCaffrey type player. East-West playmaker. I usually like the backfield threat archetype more. That's the guy we just looked at. North-South receiver might not be too bad. 6'6" receiver. Yeah, we're going for him. I don't care what we need. 6'6". Just throw the ball up in the air and he's gonna catch it. Most corners are shorter than 6'2", or are 6'2". So pretty good on that part. His break sack's a little worse. He's a better overall player in my opinion. Yeah, man doesn't even need to jump. Just grab the ball. Please be good. Oh my God, he's a gym player. 91 speed. Hold on. 91 speed with 84 spectacular catch, 90 catch in traffic, and he's 6'6". Catch in traffic? What do you mean there is no traffic? We need Benjamin Larper. We're not gonna LARP for him. We need him. Any of these guys? I mean, we can look at the speed of these guys. 90 speed. Ooh, wow. Actually, really good. We'll scout these guys. Oh my gosh, these guys are really good. I need these players. I hate how bad I want all these players, and I know I'm not gonna get them. I just know, like week one, they're gonna be like, nope, sorry, we're actually looking we're actually going somewhere else, and I'll just be like, wow, that was a waste. 87 overall, or 87 speed. Jackson with 96 acceleration, 95 change of direction. Okay, maybe he actually is Christian McCaffrey. That running back's not too bad either. Yeah, his change of direction's bad, but we can fix that. Puts down a blank check. How much you want? For real. See all of that NIL, all that 905 NIL. It's going to that one 6'6" guy. Well, we got our prospects. Let's see if they're interested at all. As we will start the year in week 0 on a bye. Very common in college football. Week 0 is usually a bye week. Rain Young. Okay, so these guys I need to go through and give scholarships. Benjamin Larper, I will give you everything. They're only letting me give you 30. Take however much you want, in my opinion. Where's the 6'7" 6-7. Left tackle will also drop some points on him. And I mean, kind of got to, you know, play this one close, spread out the points. Really going to have to use NIL to our advantage. These 3-star players are going to get offered by big schools. So we have to get in and get in early and hope that we can, you know, make an impact on them and make them want to sign. 80 speed, that's pretty good. It's not very strong though. I mean, I like them both. I'll offer them both scholarships, see if they'll stay. And that's what I'm going to do for most of the players, at least, is offer them a scholarship. Because usually that's enough to keep them like wanted for another week. In which you can reevaluate and see, okay, what am I looking for with these players? Not really looking for Alexander Harrison. We need West, and we'll offer him 60. We're going to offer him the whole kit and caboodle. Honestly, I know this sounds a little weird compliment, but so many college football content creators just shout all the time, so I'm glad you're not. And not the expert doesn't do that. You and not the expert don't do that. Oh, I appreciate it. I try not to overly shout. I know I do occasionally. I try not to do it too often. Because I do know that some people are just chilling and hanging out. All right, we spent all our points here, so we're going to simulate to week 1. Yeah, I know who not the expert is. Of course I know who not the expert is. All right. We are moving on to our first week. First, we're going to look where we are at with some of these prospects. We're not getting this corner. I'll just tell you that straight up. Could get that right tackle. We're number 1 for that for the free safety. The 6'7" lineman is going to take some work. Same with this Mike linebacker. Okay, let's look at the really, really important positions. We're not going to get Rain Young. I don't have the points or the ability to spend that on him. We're pretty good on Jackson West, so I'm going to switch that over to 25 because we're at least in the door, so we don't really need to worry about that. Number 1 on Benjamin Larper. I'm keeping 50 on him. Still good on there. Probably our best bet is going to be Sean. Yeah, because these guys have both 4-star pipelines. We only have a 2-star pipeline. Not going to be able to get that D tackle. And this is what I mean by, like, I wasn't going to be able to get a lot of these guys. If they're getting offers by people that are just, you know, they have deeper pockets than us. Or, you know, they're a lot closer to locking in their top 5. And we're not really, you know, in the conversation. Then might as well get out early, save the points. You know, maybe we can sneak in with some of these guys. Really need to get some of these some of these linebackers. It'll be really important that we do. Some of them, you know, I'm willing to overpay if it keeps them interested in us. You know, that's gonna be all our points. Is there anyone I'm just like, yeah, we're not getting? I really want this 6'7" linebacker. A 5-star pipeline, we're not getting him. Actually, I can lose him because Florida, he's about to commit to Florida. And we'll put more points on there. These ones I feel more confident with. You know, they got 2-star pipeline, 3-star pipeline offering them scholarships. So we should be able to compete. All right. You are. And in terms of who's going to be the starting quarterback, it's an open spot. Don't get me wrong. Jordan Tyson and Wagoneer are going to be fighting for this spot. And maybe we see Hubbard. Maybe we don't like the performances from Wagoneer or Tyson. But it's an open spot. It's really who's performing the best at the time and who's going to earn the spot. In terms of, we already went through everything else. Franklin going to be our basically our number 1. He's going to be our go-to guy. He's going to be our burner. And we're going to take on FCS Southeastern. Should be a cupcake game, but you never know with our team. As we'll play our home game. And we'll bring Flame out. Home uniforms versus FCS Southeastern Condors. Let's get into it. Let's start the year off hot. Let's get a W. And let's take over this Sunbelt Conference. Crowd a little bit more excited this year than they were last year. Obviously, disappointing season last year, 3-9. Not really anything to root for in terms of skill or, excitement. But this year's different. Last year was last year. That's in the past. We're a whole brand new team this year. We got young guys, we got old guys, and we got heart. That's the important thing, am I right? I'm going to start this game off on defense. Again, crowd packed, wind blowing. And this one's underway. The college football season is off. Touchback for FCS Southeastern. As that is a greasy hairdo. Earl Wright, their star player. That coach looks like he just came out of a sauna. And kind of a new defensive formation, too. I mean, new defensive starters, really, everywhere. We're going to be using Williams. I'm excited to see how this kid develops. It's going to be a quarterback keep on the right side. Tackled only with a gain of 5. Was a option play. We're going to bring pressure on this 2nd and 5. See if we can maybe catch them sleeping or blow up the line. Going to be a run up the middle. We met him at the line. He loses a yard. 3rd and 6 now. Let's make him go 3 and out. Let's start this drive off great. 3rd and 6 now. Gonna get the crowd into it. And we're gonna drop back for the pass. Quarterback nowhere to go. Defensive line gets to him. Julian Bowman, the true freshman, making an impact on day 1. Gets a sack to force a 3 and out. He's gonna be a monster. Imagine Aaron Donald, except 18 years old. And ready and hungry and ready to dominate. Steven's going to return this one. Not much to go. He gets tackled pretty much after he catches it. And we'll get to see this new and improved offense. Led by Dylan Edwards with blazing speed, especially at this level. 97 overall speed. And we're going to lean on that run game. Can't forget about Griggs. Griggs is, a great running back as well. Edwards kind of to burst the speed, and then Griggs to, punch it through the gap. Going to start out with a motion play action as Edwards takes it up the middle for a 1st down, already showing off that blazing speed. 13 yards on that one. Going to keep it on the ground for 1st down at the 50 with a little speed option. Get the quarterback involved. Going to pitch that out to Edwards, who's got a lane. Tries to hit the spin move, but gets the 1st down. Another easy 13 yards for him. And this is exactly when you hit the play action pass. We're looking at Wilcox. Maybe Franklin to get his first career catch. Motion over the running back. They covered up Wilcox pretty well. X is wide open. We'll go to him. The transfer getting his first catch. And that's going to be for a gain of 3. Am I waiting to upgrade the stadium? Yes, I am. I'll wait to do that. Gonna keep it back on the ground with a little counter play. We break the edge there, and Edwards gets a 1st down. He's already got 22 yards rush. I guess they counted the first one or the second one as a passing play. And I like to hit a little play action here. I like Franklin on the left side. He's got blazing speed. Maybe we can get him in space. Break his receiver one-on-one. I like Wilcox there. I don't see anything. Too tight of a fit for me, for my comfort zone. Trying to get Franklin his first receiving catch of his career. We're going to motion over the receiver. Franklin's going to be open for this one. Comes down with it, and it's a 1st down. Offense is grooving. And maybe we can upset Texas Tech this year. Who knows? The jet screen pass only gets 1 yard. Not as effective as I thought it was going to be. I like the tight end post here. Linebacker covering him. The safety falls back. And get down to Wilcox. Kind of on a check down. Makes it third and manageable. And we'll go with a little option play here. Wagoneer going to take it in. Almost. Kind of an awkward play. Almost took it into the end zone on that one. And who else are we going to hand this to but our star running back, Dylan Edwards, into the end zone for 6. What a way to start the season. Dominant on defense, dominant on offense. I'm confident we're winning the Super Bowl. We want Bama. No, that's actually a joke. We don't want Bama. We're fine with our schedule. Please don't schedule us Bama. All right, coming out 1st and 10. Double running back set. Might be a little overconfident versus this FCS Southeastern team. And that's going to be a run up the middle. We just shoot the gap, and Williams making his first tackle, and it's a tackle for a loss. He's going to be a star player. I feel it in my bones. He is going to be a great player. 2nd and 13 now. Offense going to hand it off again. And it worked out that time. Got him a lot. Brings it to 3rd and 8. I thought for a second that would be a bad idea, but they were able to, squeeze out the yardage, make it 3rd and somewhat manageable after that loss of yards. That's going to be a check down, or not check down, an out route to the tight end who's just too open. Way too open for a tight end. What about Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, Ole Miss, Miami, Oregon? What about them? What about those scrubs? As we've just been dominating. Time of possession, average yards per play, passing yards, rushing yards. Bitches. Mom's DMs were in. All the essentials. Running play to left side. We blow it up in the backfield. -3 yards. As Isaac Burdick has a torn pectoral and will miss the rest of the season. Oh no. That's a killer right there. Starting defensive tackle out for the season. Well, hopefully the backup's good. Run on 2nd and 13. It goes nowhere. 3rd and 18. They just can't run the ball. Can't run the ball. 3rd and 18 now. Looking for the stop. Get our offense back on the field. It's going to be an out route. And it's not enough. Only gets them 6. Makes it 4th and 12. We're going to have to be forced to punt. Almost blocked the kick, and that's actually a beautiful punt. Gets us down to the 11. Maybe I'm feeling cocky. I kind of want to air one out. Over the middle. Unable to catch it in traffic. Tried to fit it in there. Probably wasn't the greatest idea. We'll get the running back in motion for a... Oh, this is a blitz. This is bad. That's bad. Edwards able to break a tackle, but goes nowhere. All right. Well, looking at a 3rd and long now. Trying to salvage this drive. What's going to be open? What's our options? Can't get the foot down just on the sideline. We're forced to punt. Decent punt. Gets it past the 50. Oh, missed tackle. That's awful. That's awful. Gotta get that. Gotta make that tackle. All right, defense back on the field. So far, hasn't shown any signs of struggling. Knock on wood. Run to the left side. And there's their first down, I believe. First positive rushing yard as well. 1st and 10 now at the 40. Offense going to switch over to a more passing scheme. after running the ball a lot. They love these 2 running back sets. We're gonna bring some pressure here, bring 5 men in and see if maybe we can shoot a gap, catch him in the middle of their handoff. Not able to, as he's gonna run forward and get that almost for a first down. It's 3rd and 2nd. Or 3rd and 2, excuse me. Here's a situation where you gotta be careful, because if you blitz too heavy, they hit you over the top. If you blitz too soft, they run it up the middle, but that time, not able to, loses 2 yards, 2nd tackle for loss for Williams, and we force a field goal attempt by FCS Southeast. Running this clock all the way down, and we're able to block it. We get a hand on it. Special teams making special plays, keeping this to a 7-0 game. Offense kind of struggled last drive. You know, got a little too big for their britches, one might say. As Edwards takes the outside lane, has the speed, 1 man to beat, tries to stiff arm him, gets down to the 20-yard line. And folks, he's already on record watch. Wilcox is wide open on the left side. We're gonna go to square. Franklin drops the ball. I wanted to go to Wilcox, but the receiver or the guy went actually back in coverage for him. He dropped back in coverage on like a zone play. Edwards gonna run up the middle. I mean, what can he do? He's just so fast. It's too fast. He's got Heisman human joystick. He's just too good. And why not just hand it to him again? Cut back to the inside. Not able to get the touchdown, but it forces them to use a timeout, which I'm okay with. Less that they'll have for when they're on offense. I like Franklin on this out route. See if he has the advantage. He does. Make the toe tap. Franklin! Voice crack, but he gets the touchdown. First career touchdown for Franklin. He's already got 2 catches for today, and he's going to be a star as well. We're going to be led on offense and defense with stars all around us. I can feel it. All right, defense, you know what they're going to do. They pretty much have to pass. If they run, they're going to run up the clock. They do have 2 timeouts, but they are going to try and score here. Quarterback going to run with it. We tried to take him out. I won't lie. We dropped in there with our shoulder down, our neck down, our shoulder down. We were ready to hit the quarterback. That's going to be a little out route. Intercepted by Du Bois. The freshmen are making an impact today. And he's going to celebrate in the end zone. Throws up the peace sign. Touchdown. This game's over, folks. You thought last year was bad? This year is different. 21-0. Threw up the peace sign. Insane. Insane. Threw up the peace sign. That's actually funny. I didn't know that was a celebration in this game. And man, if you're FCS Southeastern, what do you do? What do you do? Minute 33 left. Still have time to score. Just, are they able to, you know? That's over the middle. Oh, well, are they able to might be answered right here and right now, as that looks like it's going to be taken to the house. Driving play, can't make the tackle. Where was the safety on that one? 21-6, kind of deflated. Defense got a little too big of an ego right there. 1 play, 12 seconds. Takes it to the house. That's okay. We're stat padding this game. This is our Heisman moment. Take a knee there. They are playing press. Okay, y'all are high as hell. Playing press on our receivers when you haven't been able. Okay, Franklin's wide open. Down the sideline. I'm not able to make the pass. I forgot he's got a noodle arm. I forgot how bad of an arm he's got. I mean, look at this play. I see him beat beat the corner off the edge, right? I throw it up. I'm like, okay, he's got it. The ball dies 5 feet behind him. Like, what am I really supposed to do? Quarterback's got to make that throw. Screenplay, RPO, makes a man miss, make the tackle. Inbounds, makes the tackle, clock gonna keep running. All right, they are actually able to make this game really close. Only two possession game right now. Quarterback nowhere to go. Takes a shot, but able to throw it away. Second and 10 now. Southeast trying to make this a one possession game. Gonna check it down to the tight end. Don't know if that was a smart play. Gonna be third down now. And clock's still ticking. Clock is still ticking. Gonna have to get the play off. And they're not gonna be able to. We're gonna call timeout actually. 44 seconds. We got 2 timeouts left on fourth down. You could see FCS going for it here, but maybe they feel like it's too close. That punt is beautiful. Down at the 4-yard line. All right. All right. I didn't know we got Pat McAfee on the other team. See if Edwards can maybe make a guy miss, break some open field tackles. Jukes back to the right side. Gets a lot. Almost at 100 yards for today. We're going to have some hurry-up offense. Again, clock stops on first downs. You have 2 timeouts. Tried to throw that on the run. Had pressure. Weren't able to make the play. But at least it wasn't a sack. That's the bigger part. Motion by the running back. It's going to be man? I think it's pretty disguised. Get that over to Franklin. Let him get out of bounds. Good catch. Good recognition of the clock and where you're at. Get that over. Not able to toe tap. Threw it a little late. They're playing 3-man deep. Still 15 seconds. I wouldn't play deep yet. Wide open. Tied in. Timeout. 9 seconds left. Even if we get a field goal here, I'll take points. Still have a timeout. We can stop the clock once more. Wilcox on a slant here. And that's exactly where we're going. He drops the ball. 57-yard field goal. We did get a new kicker. Is he living up to the pressure? 57 yards to make it a 3-possession game. Might have enough power. And it's good. The new kicker makes the impressive kick. 57 yards is a tough kick. And we will kick this off to end the half. We're going to do a little squib kick. Make sure there's no big return. And that'll be halftime. 24-7 at half. We're dominating. Now, yes, it's FCS Southeast. However, look at us from last year. We very likely would have lost this team last year. There's a lot to be happy about with this team. As Oregon currently up by less than 7 versus Iowa. Number 1 overall at halftime. Iowa, not known for their offense, more known for their defense. Currently giving the number 1 team a headache. We'll see if that one continues to be a struggle. Texas, number 8 overall, losing to New Mexico State right now. I don't know who at EA hates Texas, but I feel like Texas sims so bad in this game. I feel like it's atrocious how bad they sim. Had some mistakes. Obviously, the interception, the big touchdown we gave up on defense that we need to, tighten up and figure out. Really don't know why that ball was so underthrown on the interception. I feel like we have good throw power. Maybe I'm mistaken. As we'll keep giving it to Edwards, who's almost at 100 yards. That might have taken him over 100 yards. He's at 98. 98 yards for the day. What do we like here? We'd like the underneath. Or the tight end wide open over the middle. I'll take that. Set our feet, get about 20 yards on the play. Sure thing. 21 to be exact. And on first down, hand it off to the speed demon. Get him over 100 yards on 9 rushes. I really want to switch over into a deep pass because I see Wilcox open. As Edwards going to take it to the outside lane. One man to beat, not able to get it done, but that gets him to 120. We're going to have to rely heavily on him. Over the top. Wilcox makes the catch. Big play right there. Gets us into the red zone. And who else but handing it off to Edwards. Cuts to the left side, cuts it back up the field. I think made it into the end zone. We'll see if that gets reviewed. It will not. It looked like he might have been down short. But that is going to make it a 31-7 game. Edwards with his second touchdown of the day. Might be third. I might be forgetting one. And don't get me wrong, I'm excited. I'm loving that we're winning this game like how we are. But don't think I've forgotten about next week. Texas Tech on the road is a tough opponent. Good arm tackle right there. Very good arm tackle. A lot of zone calls they want us to play. I'm not really feeling the zone call right here. I'm feeling the blitz on the 2nd and 6. Expect a run, bring pressure. Quarterback option, he's got room to run. Oh no, this is gonna be bad. Take a good angle. Kobe Black. Catch him. Catch him. Not able to, and that's gonna be a touchdown. All right. 2 big plays, 2 big touchdowns. Keeps him in this game. 31-14. Their kicker can't even get it to the end zone as Wilds is going to take the return. Kind of swarm him as he gets there. All right, why not get Edwards a 200-yard game, right? Why not? It's only the 3rd quarter. All right. So Wilcox could be open here. Franklin might be a good dump down. That's exactly where we're going to go, as saw the middle linebackers kind of blitz in. That's his 4th catch of the day, averaging 10 yards a catch. Pretty good freshman starting game as Griggs getting into the game, making a name for himself real quick. Said, hey, coach, don't forget about me. I'm still on this team. He's going to take handoffs probably from here moving forward, as they don't want to take too much wear and tear in the first game of the season. I like Griggs here on the wheel route. Get him mismatched with the middle linebacker. See where that safety plays. I have X. I saw it way too late, and I read the catch. I didn't time the catch. I should have let the CPU catch. 3rd and 10 now. Gotta convert. Square open. Franklin dropped it, had it in his hands. Did a good job at recognizing the quarterback rolling out right and adapting, but just not able to make the adjustment. Honestly, a bad throw too, as we're able to get a good bounce on that one. Knocked it right into our returner, and that's going to be at the 8-yard line for a first down. Got to be careful with this running back. Already torched us once. Can't be too cautious. 2nd and 8 now. 3rd quarter winding down. Motion by the wide receiver. Could be a jet sweep. It is. Run to the right side. One man to beat. Very scary. If he turned on the Jets there, that could have taken that to the house. A lot of zone calls are calling right now. Little nervous about how much zone we're playing. Especially when there's such a run-heavy offense. And that's going to be a first down. Might take us to the end of this quarter. Might have one more play before the end, though. And they're not going to get it off. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. 31-14. This game is, over. Still gotta make some plays. Both running backs averaging 8+ yards per carry. 2 touchdowns for Dylan Edwards. And 100+ yards. But their running back getting very close to that. All right, 1st and 10 to start this fourth quarter. It's going to be a quarterback keep. Runs the wrong read, loses 4 yards there. Brings up 2nd and 14. And they might be in 4-down territory. They may be in 4th down territory with how late this game is getting. Motion by the receiver to the right side. It's going to be a pass play. Kind of a short pass, nowhere to go. Gets him 3, maybe? Yes, I did hear about Dolly Parson. 3rd and 9, kind of, selling out for pass here. Pretty much all it's gonna be there. Deep pass, 1-on-1 with the corner. Goes up, can't come down with it. Good defense. Wanted to go with the maybe a pick there, as they are gonna go for a 4th down, but I knew I needed to let the CPU kind of handle that one. 4th and 4 could potentially be for the game. Gonna be over the shoulder, unable to make the play, and that's gonna be an interception. I don't know how we actually got in front of him. But Michael Kuzanitsky, I think is his name, comes in, and we're going to have Griggs actually come in. We don't need to risk an injury or anything to Edwards. He had a great game. Why risk it? Let Griggs get his due in. He's a veteran on this team. He's earned a right to play in the fourth quarter. Griggs up the middle. Gets us the first down, keeps the clock running. Griggs actually having a functioning offensive line. I know. Crazy thing for him. Now, he has kind of struggled with the screenplays. We'll see if in the offseason he worked on that. And it looks like he did, as he gets some good blocks, makes a good read, makes a good cut. Gets almost down to the 20-yard line. As we just keep burning away time. Keep ticking away time. Jukes back to the inside. I actually don't want a first down here. You might be asking why? Because I want to run the clock out some more. And a first down limits how many more downs I have, Draw play up the middle. Griggs. They're going to start using their timeouts. They feel like they can come back in this. I respect it. Fight to the last whistle. But I hate to tell you, it's over. Option play here with Wagoneer. Gonna keep with the quarterback. Wasn't able to sell it. Loses a couple on that one. Honestly, that's fine. We don't really need a touchdown here. Would love one, obviously, for the point total. We don't need it. Making them use their timeouts. Griggs gonna take a shot on that one. He has a fractured shoulder blade and will miss the rest of the season. Well, that's exactly why we weren't playing Dylan Edwards. So we now have had 2 season-ending injuries in game 1. Crawford will take it up the middle. He'll get his first career touchdown. 8-yard carry for him. And, that puts the game out of reach. No timeouts left for FCS Southeast. And as happy as I am to get the win, I am very, very sad that we are going to be losing Griggs and our defensive tackle. Now, the good news with Griggs is he does have his red shirt availability still, so we can red shirt him for next year. Does he return next year? Don't know. Don't know. That's open over the middle. Whose zone is that? The way the CPU plays zone sometimes is so dumb. Like, it assumes that I'm switching from a zone to a man coverage. It just that doesn't make sense. Maybe I guess I should have ran with him after recognizing no one was back there, but come on. Not able to make the pick, but able to get the deflection. 2nd and 10. Again, 4 down territory for the Condors. Over the middle. Touchdown. That's not over the middle. That's on the sideline. They're going for 2. Trying to make this a 16-point game. Gotta be careful here on the QB draw as well. Screenplay, and that's going to be a successful 2 points. The Condors actually kind of embarrassing us. I forgot. They're going to go for onside. Wasted a timeout there. I forgot that they would go for onside. Make sure to recover this, please. Coffee recovers it, thank goodness. Just get this to the 2-minute warning, and then we can knee it. Crawford up the middle. He's going to be our second down back. So he's going to have to, you know, carry the load. And I know he was, you know, a little disappointed when we brought in the transfer running back, that he was going to lose out on playing time. But, you know, that's football. And now he gets an opportunity. He needs to prove it. 2-minute warning, 2nd and 10. The time and play clock kind of didn't really meet up very well, although this will end it. Crawford going to the end zone, just going to go down. Does the unselfish move, gets down to the 1, allows Wagoneer to take it and knee it. We don't need any more injuries. Don't need any more injuries. Victory formation, get this down past 45 mark, and we should... Past the 40, excuse me. Should be good to go to call this one a game. 38-22 going to be the final score. Again, love that we got the victory there. But man, 2 brutal injuries to lose on. Especially for the first game of the season. Lots to work on. Dylan Edwards going to be the player of the game, of course. Averaged 13 yards a carry, 132 yards total, 2 touchdowns. Had some mistakes. It's early. That's okay. We're going into Lubbock next week, and we gotta make sure we don't have those same mistakes. We're also gonna need to make sure that we redshirt Griggs, so we don't, because if we don't, we lose him. He's a senior this year. So let's go look at Briggs. That's just so brutal. Gonna be out for the year, unfortunately. And then our defensive tackle, Burdick. He is a junior. We're gonna lose him for the year, but kind of a rough one. Gonna have to unredshirt Chuck, the Chuckster, as we need the depth. I don't really want any of these freshmen playing. They're not that good. Neither's Chuck, but yeah, if we look at these injury reports, yeah. 34 weeks. Oh, he might be done for his career. 34 weeks, torn pectoral. Yeah, that's brutal. But man, 15 weeks for Griggs. He's out for the full season. You know what? Come back healthy. We'll see you next year. You're going to get maxed out elusiveness, maybe maxed out quickness, and you're going to be a star. You're going to be in contention for the Heisman. Thank goodness we got Dylan Edwards, though, am I right? Imagine we didn't have Dylan Edwards. We'd be in rough territory. Sean Furtado locked us out. Not surprised to see that. As we'll take one more look at recruiting. Starting to jump in on some of these prospects that maybe weren't high on us before. You know, getting offers in there, making sure our names are known. We're nowhere in on Glover. That's unfortunate. We got 50 points. Really, it's outside linebacker. We really heavily need outside linebacker. I'm gonna put 50 points on him. I mean, I need outside linebacker help. Let's look at guards are good. What about the wide receiver? We're number 1 on LARPer. Love to see it. What is his Oh, we actually can start selling on him. Hold on. Hold on. And we have good stats for him. This is huge. Y'all, we're gonna get him. I mean, he's gonna be a monster. Benjamin LARPer, 91 speed, 6'6". You know it. Brand exposure and pro potential. All the mystery ones, as long as it's not championship contender, we should be good. Should be, keyword. I will actually, since he is so close to committing, I'm gonna get a scheduled game versus North Dakota State University for him, just so we can hopefully lock him down and use those points elsewhere. That is actually where I'm gonna end it today. We had our off season. We did our first game. I'm excited for this year. We're 1-0 to start out. We're gonna be facing our biggest challenge of our career versus number 10 Texas Tech in Lubbock next time. And hopefully we can come away with a win. Maybe we do. I just want to keep it close, honestly, and make it a competitive game. But I hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see y'all next time. All right. If you are on YouTube or TikTok, make sure to hit the follow button on either YouTube, TikTok, or come over to Twitch and hit the follow button. I appreciate all of y'all joining. It's on Twitch. Stay tuned. We are going to be raiding into someone else. I appreciate y'all on YouTube and TikTok, and I hope y'all have a good one.